Everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? It is time to test out our macros. I melded yesterday. The video will be in the link description below. I've done my best to do the literal minimal you can possibly do with the macro. The macro is courtesy of DarkSkyKnight from Reddit. Thank you so much. I suck at macros. Also, I'm so mad at looking at this hideous pants. I need to glamour those. I'm so not the best at macros, so somebody else always does a better job. So why waste my time when somebody's gonna do it better in a faster manner? So thank you so much, DarkSkyKnight. Just get that out of the way before I forget. As for my melds, I'll go through them really quick here. You can use HQ pieces right here instead of the script gear. I just use the script gear because I like them. They are worse, but I like them, and like I said, I'm going for minimal, so why not try to do the absolute minimal? I tried to do full script gear, but it didn't work. I was 3 CP short. I'm sure I could have fixed the macro a little, but I didn't really... It was so late, my brain just couldn't handle it. So I am not completely over-melded, but I am a little bit good old piety in my offhand. The offhand, there are 0 melds in the offhand. This will be linked in the era layout below too. I am also a specialist, but I took it off for this. You don't need to be a specialist at all, and that's the beauty of this. We'll also go through the macro really quick here. I'll just flash it on the screen a little. It'll also be in the description below. What should we do here? So let's go with a base cloth mat here. We also will need just a regular Cunning Craftsman tee and a HQ Tempura platter. And that puts us at 1332, 1227, and 520. And you do not need any more than the minimum requirements. So you only need 1320 and 1220. Anything over that is unnecessary. Extra control can be good, but it isn't really necessary. So let's get into the macro here, and I will tell you the downsides of it. The positive side of this macro is that it is insanely cheap, in quotes, compared to other melds. You only need the bare minimum stats. Like I said, 520 CP is all you need. I'm a specialist, so it goes higher, but you don't need it. The 2 negative points of this macro is, one, it has an 88 to 92% HQ rate on everything 2-star. So that means when you're doing the expensive stuff, you will need to use 1 HQ mat. And that's not a big deal at all, simply because they basically all use Reizuis. And somebody please tell me how to pronounce this word. Rizui. And because those come in packs of 3, you can easily just do a HQ version of those and use 1 of those per real item, and that'll 100% it no problem. The other bad problem about this macro is that if you land on a pour for your Bayergot's Blessing, you will only get about 60% HQ, right? And I'm okay with that. You know, like, you can fix that with a 3rd macro and a 4th macro, but I would rather no quality something than have to press a 3rd or 4th button. That's just out of the question for me. I'm not sure about you, but that's an option for you if you want. And as you can see, we got 86% HQ rate, and I'm sure we're going to miss the HQ. But either way, it's not a big deal at all. Like I said, I'm sure we're going to miss the HQ. Because we'll go into a real item here. Let's do a... I sold a full set of healing today, so let's do one of those. So we have to use 2 HQ things here. Like I said, the Aether Sand are almost always HQ. The Residues are almost always HQ. So essentially, I would say this is 100% macro. There's really no reason to think otherwise when it's so easy to get those base items as HQ. And this will be 100% no problem too. Unless I land on a pour, which I'm sure I will, just to show you guys here. What else is there to talk about here? There's a ton of room too. Like, you can overmeld a bunch here if you really wanted to. My main goal right now is to try to get to 620 CP without any T, so I don't have to keep using T. That's the big thing. For my specialists, I can go without it, but without it, it's so annoying having to use it, and I really want to get away from not using it. I don't think there's a way from getting away. I don't think there's a way from not using Tempura Platter. Maybe there is a cheaper CP or craftsmanship food to boost you into being able to craft it that you can use for the prereq mats, and maybe I'll start doing that, but I'll cross that bridge when I get there. Also, as a side note, I was fishing for Aether Sand, and I didn't have the folklore book. I used 100 yellow script bait and did not have the folklore book to get the fish I wanted, so I just don't do that. completely screwed everything up for me and used all my gatherers scripts. And as you can see, we were 100% there by a good portion. We will do one more here just to be safe. So as for the third craft here, let's do this one. I found out you need about 2,000 quality. So just using one Razui will not cut it, unfortunately. You need two. So you need 2,000 quality, and that should 100% it from my experience. I may be slightly off, but it'll be really close if it's not. Long story short, I would way rather have a little bit of a failure rate than have to overmeld so much that it's just frustrating. And thank you so much for watching too. If you guys have any more questions, concerns, remember my Discord and spreadsheet are in the link below. I've had a really awesome community down there, and I can't thank everybody enough for hanging out in my channel, our channel, I should say, the community's channel, and talking with me. It's so much fun, and it really adds a little aspect to my Final Fantasy playing. Yesterday was a little hectic. There were like hundreds of questions pelted my way. I tried to answer everything I could. Lots of fun though. So the macro's just plugging away. I also like how it's really quick and you can macro it. It's so nice compared to having to manual the Wrath's rotation. And we should get a 100% right here. There we go, 100%. I can't see how much over we went, but it'll be really close with that much CP. Or that much quality. Well, there we go. There's the macro. Thank you so much for DarkSkyKnight for that. You really saved my butt and everybody else's butt. I really appreciate it. Also, your melds are crazy, just as a side note. If you guys liked this video, if it helped you out in any way, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, that sort of thing. Join my Discord at the bottom. What else is there to say? Thank you. That's about it. Have a great day. See everybody next time. If you have any requests for videos, let me know and keep making go.